Hey everyone, I'm Kelsea, and welcome back to the Wicked Alert podcast.
And I'm Alicia. We apologize for the not little break that we had. There's been a lot we missed, but also so much to chat about.
Today, we will just continue to talk about the recent games that we've been having. A lot of goals recently over the past week, I should say. And then we'll also talk about some recent nudes. And later in this episode, we will have a fan from one of the teams join us, or join me, past tense, to talk about it. All right, Alicia, so you want to kick off? What have you been up to this past month?
Yeah, so apologies for no episodes. Not that I think anyone was like, oh my gosh, no Wicked Alert podcast, what am I going to do? But I got taken out by what I'm calling the plague, because I was so sick. I've never been this sick in my life. I had a fever for a week. I had to go to the hospital one day. Like, it was brutal, very brutal. And then one of my dogs passed away, and then I got so behind on schoolwork that I was like, Kelsea, like I can't. Like, we got a delay, and it felt like one thing after the other. My life didn't want the Wicked Alert podcast to go on. But
no, it did not.
It was funny too,
because
and
it was funny because every week we were like, oh, like when are you recording? And then we're like, dog, some shit is going on. Well, both ends too. Like, I don't know. School took me for a loop this past few weeks.
January is not a fan of the Wicked Alert podcast.
No, it is not. We don't like January either, though. So a little too long.
But we're back.
Well, we are back. Hopefully, to regularly scheduled weekly episodes. Although we are going to start releasing episodes on Sunday, just because it makes it so much easier on us, and it just makes more sense, I feel like, because Sunday is kind of like the refresh of the whole week. And then on Sundays, like, we don't really have anything going on, except for, like, work or something, but no school. So Sundays are looking to be the new release days for us going forward.
Yeah, we missed a lot of hockey.
Oh, yeah.
This podcast, at least.
We did.
Like, I
No.
We
didn't miss anything, but
I was watching from my bed.
You were watching from your deathbed.
Almost. I swear, at one day I was like, "This is it.
Just take me out."
And the rivalry series we also missed. Canada got the dub. Sorry,
we don't talk about that. Hey, you don't say that. We're not talking about that.
And
we're recording this on Saturday afternoon, and I really hope that Canada wins the Four Nations tonight.
Oh my god, game. That is the nicest thing you have ever said to me, Kelsea.
I think it's the first time I'm not rooting for Team USA in a Canada and USA and a USA in general game.
Why? What's your reasoning?
I don't think I need to really go into depth with it. I think it's pretty clear what my reasoning is.
Okay.
If you follow me, if you know me, you know why.
If you know, you know.
If you know America, you know why. If you know America right now. But yes, go Canada. Go Sidney Crosby. Go Brad Marchand. Go every Canadian.
It's so funny because the Ottawa Senators, who I cheer for, have no players on every... Like, they have a player on every team except Team Canada.
Oh, of course. What are the odds?
And, like, 2 on Team USA, so it feels, like, so wrong cheering against them. But I'm like...
Oh, yeah. That's kind of gross.
Above all, maple syrup.
Preach. Kilometers, meters, all that good stuff.
What the heck?
Centimeters. What is an inch, honestly? What is
a mile? A gallon? I don't even...
I've never heard that.
It's for real, those actually do confuse me. I'm always like, Dad, how much is a gallon? Like, I don't know how expensive this gas is.
A gallon is 128 ounces, I think.
I have, like, no knowledge of gas price in the US, though. So if I drive to the US, like, I'm totally going to get scammed because I don't know what's a good price.
Although, from what I see, a lot of it seems to be pretty similar. So I think you'll be okay. Just don't get gas without Oh, asking me first. Okay, just check
Okay.
in.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't yet to drive in America, but if I ever did,
Oh
I'll
yeah,
call
if you ever
Kelsey.
do.
It's not looking good right now. I was
No,
at the Charge
not
game
anymore.
on Thursday, which Kelsey actually was watching this one. She was supposed to be
for
live
some
tweeting,
time.
but it was a little chaotic.
Okay, well, I didn't expect them to score 8 goals. So, and I was also what night was that? That was
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
I think I had like a lot going on Thursday night too, but I didn't expect them to score 8 goals. So, I mean, can't really blame me, but I was doing good at first.
I was like, okay, when they scored the first goal, I was just happy because I was like, oh my gosh, thank God they scored. Because they've been having a little bit of
Then
trouble
they
scoring recently. And then
and
it
then
just
7 more.
never stopped. And the Ottawa fans really came out because there was a crap ton of snow that got dumped in the city that previous night,
Oh,
and
tell me about it.
a lot of the roads weren't clear yet. Main roads and highways were fine, obviously, but
Oh yeah,
there was still about 5,000. I don't know what the official attendance was. It was 5,000
that's
something.
not bad.
And I was like, damn.
Yeah, the Fleet play tomorrow at 1, and New England in general, like this whole general area, at least like like North Mass, South New Hampshire, we're getting like people are saying like 1 to 2 inches of snow. I don't know how much that is in centimeters. Sorry,
That
but
does not
yeah, we're
sound
getting a lot. Just think of it like, I don't know,
We're
2
getting
apples tall.
we're
We're getting
getting
2 apples tall snow.
up to 50 centimeters, which is half of a meter.
2 feet in centimeters. 60. We're getting probably around 60 centimeters of snow.
Yeah, we're getting a boatload too.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to start
We'll be
snowing
in the
actually
same. We'll be in the
2
same boat.
hours. Let's go. Yeah, it's gonna start snowing in a few hours, and it's snowing all throughout the game tomorrow. So it's gonna be fun. I'm not missing the game though.
I kind of like it though.
I need to show something actually. Can I show something on here? I think it's really funny.
Okay, yeah,
I'll be back, guys. I'm literally gonna be right here, guys. I can't not show this on the podcast.
I'll keep talking. So I was at the game, and oh my gosh, every goal they scored, it just kept getting crazier. I was like, this is so much fun. Like, I was having such a great time. And as media, you have to be like impartial and you can't cheer. So obviously, I'm sitting there and acting like I'm unbothered by all of it. But like internally, I was
But on
having
the
such a great
inside,
time. Yeah.
oh yeah,
And the Ottawa fans, shout out to them. There's a controversial player on the Minnesota Frost. If you know, you know. I'm not going to name names, for many reasons. But they were showing her that Ottawa is a welcoming place, and we don't welcome people who don't feel that way.
exactly. I love what they all put together, and I heard that they're
Apparently,
going
it was
to do
heard
it
on the
again on the
TV.
14th.
Could you hear it?
It was.
The booing.
What were they? I don't. Oh yeah, a little bit. I could hear a little bit, like at times, but I think it stopped at the end, like towards the end, because I wasn't hearing it as frequently.
Yeah,
but yeah, I did hear it at first for sure.
Charge fans are just
Also,
very
I
passionate.
have it. They are. They really are. I love that for you guys.
It's so fun too because I'll be sitting in the press area and like fans that I know will come. Well, some of them are my friends, but some fans too that
Your
I wouldn't
fans.
say are more like acquaintances will just will come say hi to me and be like. Sometimes they give me snacks too. Not that the team like I get a free meal at games, but like I think it's fun. Like
What was this last meal? Oh my gosh!
It was. Oh my god! Should we do
You didn't
this?
tell me.
I can break down the media meals.
Oh my god! Yes,
New
rate
segment.
your meals.
New segment.
New segment.
So I
media
actually
meals.
I didn't have the media meal because I was super hungry on my way in, and I stopped to get something because I was starving.
What was
So
the media
kind of an
meal?
oopsie on my end. I went and had a cheeseburger on my way at McDonald's.
Solid. I approve. Oh, I approve.
But
McDonald's has some of the best cheeseburgers around here.
at the game, if I had waited, and no, I was so hungry, I couldn't wait. They did have. I did see. I always look what the food is, even if I like ate beforehand. And it was barbecue ribs,
Again? Wait.
Yeah, they had ribs again.
Oh, interesting.
So it was ribs again, and then they had French fries and peas. The peas is a little
Oh,
random. Usually they do like a salad.
that is really random.
And they didn't have dessert, which I was really mad about. I was
Come
talking
on,
with some of the other
Autocharge.
media people, my two girls, if they're listening, Vanessa and Michaela, who do She's Got Game with TSN. It's another podcast. And I was talking with them because I like to talk with them at games because they're usually the only other woman there. And what was I talking about? I completely lost my train of thought.
I don't know. I kind of was zoned out for a
We
minute
were
there.
saying about how we need dessert. And
Yeah.
we need dessert. We need a little sweet treat. Because sometimes they have cookies and dessert for us, but they didn't last on Thursday, and we just want.
Maybe they'll do better. Maybe they'll watch this podcast
Yeah.
episode and they'll bring you treats next time.
I might have to text JF and request that we have dessert.
Glizzies too. You gotta.
I know. I wish they had hot dogs, low key. Like they give us better food, but like I'd love just a free hot dog.
Right? Like, I don't know, something so simple about it, but so good. That's so fun,
Yeah.
though.
I think at Toronto they might give hot dogs, which now I'm really upset that I missed the game in Toronto because of my illness.
It'll be okay. Your death, you mean? Your near death.
Yeah, my near-death illness. I was gonna go to Toronto to see the Charge play there, which thank God I didn't because they sucked.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think they give hot dogs.
That's kind of fun, though.
I'm gonna have to go.
Next time. Maybe Charge will do that.
I think they play there one more time.
You gotta make sure you get there. Just don't almost die this time.
Yeah. Don't worry. It won't happen again.
Well, while you were over there dying, I actually had a little pretty. I don't know. My month this past since our last episode was a little exciting, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember any of it. I have such a short my memory is so bad. I would be like, oh yeah, I had the best time ever, and I don't remember any of it. But this past week was really fun. I went to my first college sports game in general. I went to a UConn women's basketball game on Wednesday night, and that was a blast. I saw one of my favorite lesbians, Paige Becker. They literally it was like 70 to 36 or something. Like one of the players on UConn had more points than the team itself that they were playing at one point. It was a crazy game. UConn, not too bad of a school. It was a nice campus. It was like a 2-hour drive too, but it wasn't terrible. But it was a really fun night. I liked that. And then, as you all probably know, yesterday was my birthday. As you can tell, my room got decorated while I was at school yesterday, and I haven't taken the decorations down yet. But there's a few balloons and streamers. There's a lot more on this side, but I'm not going to show that. But yesterday was a blast. I went to an arcade with a friend after school. We came back later. We kind of just not bed rotted, but we kind of just sat on my couch for the rest of the afternoon, just eating snacks, watching TV. I hear a noise. Is that just me?
It's happy birthday.
Oh! I'll wait till it's done.
Happy birthday, dear Kelsea. Happy birthday.
My gosh, thanks. I was so confused.
It just kept going, so I had to stop it.
Thanks. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, we watched the Fleet game too.
Rotted.
Yeah, we rotted on the couch. I just had a lot of snacks. And this is the thing I wanted to show earlier. One of the gifts that my friend got me, he said, one thing he told me about it before I opened it was you have to bring it to the next Fleet game. And which is tomorrow, and after I saw it, I'm like, I'm bringing this to every game. So he got me a big cutout of Megan's face. And I cannot wait to bring this with me to every game.
That's kind of scary. Like, no disrespect to Megan.
A little bit.
I'm like kind of scared right now.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. I just think because I don't know. I just think because I feel like any face on a big piece of cardboard doesn't look all right. I don't know. I think she's gonna enjoy it though. We'll see. I'll have to give updates.
You should
on
get it.
this.
You should get her
Yeah,
to sign her forehead.
I should. Oh my gosh, yes, like right there. I really should. I
It makes
should
it
do
look like
that.
she has a massive forehead.
Don't do my girl like that.
Sorry, Megan.
What if this is the episode that she watches randomly? What if she sees our podcast? She's like,
I'm
oh,
sorry,
like what is
Megan.
this? And she watches this. We love you, Megan. But yeah, so I'm just gonna bring this to every home game now. So if you are in the stadium or watching it on TV and you see a big Megan face in the stands, that's me. Hello. I'm
Someone
gonna
else
be
could have
very
one.
noticeable at you. I haven't seen anything like this at any game, like PWHL in general, and I wanted to be like one of the first to happen. But yeah, it was really funny actually. It was one of my favorite gifts that I got. It was.
I don't
It
think I
totally
could do
took me for a
that.
loop. No.
No, I don't think that's allowed in the media area.
Oh, yeah. You can't just have Mashmire's face on a piece of cardboard in there. Yeah, but it was really funny because at the Yukon game, they had two fans had like cutouts of Paige Becker's face, and I'm like, oh my god, like how cool would it be if I had one of those for Megan to bring to games? And I kept talking about it because it was really funny. Well, little did I know he ordered that like a few weeks before the game,
That's
so
so
he
funny.
already was expecting. Yeah, I didn't even know. It was so fun. I can't wait to bring that tomorrow. Like I'm so excited, guys. I'll take a
Kelsea,
picture with them when I'm at the game.
do you know who the Charge play on Thursday?
I'm assuming Boston because it seems
Boston
simple.
Fleet.
Let's go. Oh,
They're in
Thursday?
Ottawa. In Ottawa.
All right. Well, as long as they don't score 8 goals again, I'll do some live tweeting for that game too.
One of my
So you guys can
friends,
expect
she
that.
always gets a puck every single game because she go to the away side of T place
Ooh,
during
yeah.
warm-ups,
Mhm.
and she'll have a sign that'll have a player and be like, "Can I have a puck?" Like
That's why I got my Toronto puck. I went to the away side for my Toronto puck.
So I'm asking her to get me a puck from Soderbergh. Hopefully Soderbergh's dressed.
That'd be so nice. That'd be so nice. Hopefully, yeah. She should be though.
If she's not
I don't know,
dressed,
bro.
I could go find her.
I mean, yeah.
In a
but, like, who
non-creepy
else?
way.
It's been
No,
her
I
and
can't.
Franco.
As media, I can't get autographs, but I wish I could. It's a tough balance. Like it's so fun to be media and to get to talk to the players and kind of go to practice and see all these things that normal fans don't get to see. But at the same time, you like miss out on so much of a fan experience that makes watching hockey fun. So it's
Tell me about it, man. I'm debating and now for next to you too. Not really though, but I'm like, oh, I can't believe
it's fun though.
I
love it.
Yeah, did you ever post that little video you made?
Yeah, my TikTok.
I even checked last night. Yeah.
Should I show it on here?
Go for it.
Let's do it.
Yes, go for it. Guys, meet Alicia. Oh, I just called you Amisha. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Oh my gosh, sorry. Alicia is on her way to becoming an influencer.
Come with me to a PWHL game. So it was quite a snowy day in Ottawa today, if you can see by looking out my window. Got dressed, got ready, and then off I went to the arena. Here I am walking into TD Place. Yes, I'm wearing running shoes in winter. I usually get to the arena pretty early. You know, I like to get to my seat. And here's the Charge coming out onto the ice. They scored a lot of goals. Minnesota was able to get to 8-3, but that was no match for the Charge as they beat the all-time scoring record in the PWHL for a game. And here's the Charge doing their storm surge. It was quite an electric energy inside the arena. Despite the snow, there are still about 5,000 fans, which, I mean, talk about dedication. And the Charge really came out onto the ice for the fans for this game. I didn't record as much as I would have liked to. Obviously, went to post-game press conference after, and then drove home. And that was that. What a win for the Ottawa Charge. They head to Edmonton on Sunday, and then we'll be back in Ottawa next Thursday.
I think I'll have to do more videos like that because Kelsey really wants me to be an influencer.
I think so too. Maybe I can do it. Like, oh, come with me to a Boston Fleet game as a fan, and I'll just pack up my.
It won't be
Megan
as
head.
fun. You just don't have
Okay,
the
I
vibe.
know. I don't know. I'm pretty fun. I don't know. I think it'd be fun because I'm a fan and you're media. They can have the
True.
best of both worlds on their end.
I mean, I feel like you couldn't really tell that I was media, other than maybe that I wasn't wearing a jersey and I had my laptop with me.
I don't think you could tell. Probably the laptop probably was the giveaway, but that's about it.
Because I didn't really show any of the media stuff because I was like, I don't know if I can show this
I'm not
area.
Yeah.
Of the arena.
All
Mainly
right.
because like where we have our food and stuff, like anyone could actually just go walk into it
Oh,
if they knew where it was.
well, don't tell them that. Don't
No,
tell
I'm
the
not gonna tell them where it
podcast.
is because I don't want people going in.
No rips for you guys. Sorry.
I mean, if they did see that you didn't have like your lanyard and stuff, they'd probably kick you out and get in trouble. But yeah.
That's funny.
Also, yeah, press conference is usually chaotic, and I'm like a million thoughts going through my head, so I didn't even think to record on my phone. I was just recording
Yeah.
audio because I'm always like, do I ask a question? I need to think of a question. Someone just asked my question. Think of another question. I don't have any other questions. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here.
That's funny.
That's
that.
what's going on in my head when I'm at a game in the press conference post game, especially the away team. I'm always like, someone ask them a question. Someone ask them a question. Someone ask them a question.
You don't want to see the away team.
Like last time Boston was in Ottawa, there was maybe 4 of us there as media. There was not a lot of us at all.
That's not wow. Ooh.
And at the press conference, I'm sitting in the front row, and it's Aaron Frankel. I forgot the other player and the coach, obviously. And no one had asked Frankel a question. And she's like sitting there, and I'm like, someone asked Frankel a question. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And I asked Frankel a question, and that was the only question Frankel had to answer.
That's so sad, but I'm glad you asked her a question.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'm not gonna make her come out here and then not even ask her that question. Which thankfully I came up with a good question because I didn't want to ask her one of those basic ones like, how did losing feel?
Hey, how does it feel to lose
Actually,
the game?
they won. Never mind. How did winning feel?
Great.
Sorry, getting mixed up.
How dare you? Crazy week though for both Boston and Toronto though regarding player transactions. Over the week, I think what day was it? Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday. I think we were gonna record, or was it Friday? No, it was Thursday because Friday was.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
Thursday. So we were gonna record on Thursday, but then all of a sudden Alicia's like, "Oh no, I lost power," and so I had to interview a fan from the Fleet on my own. By the way, the text I sent to Misha were. Why do I keep doing that? The text oh my gosh, I swear I'm not trying to do that. The text I sent to Alicia were kind of crazy. I felt like an old lady trying to navigate a laptop because I had to log into our StreamYard thing, and it was so confusing to me because I did not know what I was doing.
It's really simple.
No, it's not. It was really hard. I feel like I was like hacking into like a database somewhere, like a top secret government level building. I don't know. It was hard. At one point, this is actually really funny. In the beginning, she had joined on, and I was like talking, trying to get my thing to work, and I'm like, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And I'm like, Alicia, like I'm not on the screen. What do I do? And she goes, you have to add yourself to the stage. So I literally wasn't even on the stage. When she hears this back, she's gonna like probably start laughing because.
Also, the way you were like, I had to interview this player at this fan. Sorry.
What's that?
You made it seem like you were tortured by interviewing this fan.
I know. I really wasn't though. She was so sweet. It was really nice talking to her.
Hannah
I enjoyed every bit of it. Yes.
I'm sad I didn't get to meet you, Hannah, but if you're watching, thanks for coming on the pod.
Yes, we loved it. All right, so anyways, here is that interview with Hannah. Enjoy it. All right, so our first interview today is Hannah, and if you guys are wondering why Alicia is, we are currently recording this around noon on Thursday. Alicia doesn't have power, so it's just me doing this solo. And our first guest on is Hannah. You may know her better as That Hockey Artist on Twitter. Hannah is known for her creative pieces and her diehard passion for Steve Bergeron and the Boston Bruins. Hannah has watched hockey ever since she was a little girl and was a particular fan of the Boston Pride of the PHF. She is one of the most inspiring women in sports, and her passion for her teams is admirable. Welcome to the pod, Hannah.
Hi, guys. Excited to be here.
Nice having you. So basically going to talk about, it was kind of a crazy week for the Fleet in regards to players. But what has been like your thoughts on the team's overall performance so far in this season?
It's been good. I mean, we're in the bottom half of the standings, which isn't the best as we were in the Walter Cup finals last season. I wish we won, but it's okay. There's many years to come. I mean, it's hard for me to like watch the games. Like, I've only watched like a couple of games based on like the times and stuff, and like my college like schedule and stuff. But when I've been like watching it, it's been good. I mean, it's been actually a couple like weeks since I've like actually like watched the game. I wish I could watch yesterday's game since my favorite player got signed for the like 10-day. Wish I could watch it, but I had other things going on.
There's another game tomorrow, so hopefully you can watch that one.
I hope so, yeah.
What was your reaction when you found out that Dempsey was signed to a 10-day?
When I got the notification, I was so happy. Like, I've been like waiting because I was always like, where is she on the lineup? And I was like, she's not there. And then when I saw she was signed, I got so happy.
Awesome. Yeah, I always used to see you posting like the picture of her when you guys met and she like saw your drawing and everything, and I'm like,
yeah,
that was like you were the first I thought of when I saw the notification. I was like, oh, I know Hannah's over the moon excited right now.
Yeah, the first time I met her was at the Winter like Classic Fan Fest. Like a bunch of like her and a bunch of other Boston Pride players are there, and I got a picture with her. And then I got invited to my first Pride game with a couple of my friends, and I was like, I'm gonna draw Dempsey, and we got to meet the team like after, and she like saw my drawing and signed it, and I was like so happy.
That's so awesome. I love like little moments like that between like fans and players. It's really awesome.
Yeah, no, we like sometimes we like message like back and forth. She asked me like how I'm doing and stuff.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I post the photo and stuff.
Wait, that's so awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Good for her. She's such a great person.
she is. She's amazing.
I love that. Yeah, when I met her, I met her at the preseason event, and I'm gonna be so honest. I think I talked about this before. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know her face, but like, so I remember we were like there was a table with the players doing like autographs, and I had her sign like a little like one of those like little card things because I didn't know who she was. And at the time, I only like I had my jersey from the inaugural season. I only wanted players from the first roster to sign it, so I had her sign like a little card thing, and then I sent pictures of like her sign, like all the players signing my stuff to my friend Haley, and she was like, "That's Jillian Dempsey," and I'm like, "What?" So I did end up getting a picture with her and like actually like knowing who she is and meeting her. So that was really fun. But at the moment, did not know who she was. I did not know her face.
Yeah, she was the one who named Blades, our mascot for the Boston Bruins. She was the first one. She
really
was the one him.
I did not know that. Wait, that's so cool. Did she say like why, or was it just?
I don't know. I forget. Like I know the story, but it's like not on the top of my head.
That's fair. That's so cool though. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So, did you end up watching any of the rivalry series during the international break, or have you ever watched the rivalry series?
I might have, like, I think last season. Pretty sure.
So it's a thing that they do every year. They have some games in like the fall, some games in like the spring, or I guess we'd call it winter right now. But now we have the PWHL, and at the moment, Hannah Bilka was not there for the game 5, and now she's on long-term injured reserve, which I believe she's at least out for 27 days from what I heard. But what do you think they should do about like the rivalry series? Do you think like they should like remove it completely? Do you think maybe it should be like a preseason type thing, not like a mid-season, or like maybe change the way that it's played? What are your thoughts?
I mean, it's a great I like the rivalry series because it's like different. Maybe I feel like maybe they should like wait and do it, not like get rid of it completely, but
Yeah.
because I feel like it's like a great opportunity.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think it should be like a preseason or like maybe like a mid like off season type thing. But
Yeah,
I think having it, I feel like the change of pace of the game is different on the international level, and like Sarah Nurse also got hurt, and she's also on long-term injured reserve. So definitely not something you want to see from the players, like top players in the league. And Hannah Bilka, she's been one of the league's best players this season. So it really is. It's really unfortunate that she's out, but hopefully she gets back soon.
Yeah, I hope so too.
All right, just one more question, and then we're gonna do a little fun thing. What do you think is like the best way to grow women's sports and to share more about it?
Well, honestly, you have to just honestly keep your passion. Just don't like give up like on your like dreams and stuff. Just put yourself like out there. You want to be heard and just get like connections like throughout sports. It doesn't have to be in your specific field. Just get connections because that's how I work at the Mika Mutual Pavilion with the Providence Bruins and the men's basketball game team, and I do their like post-game meals and stuff. But you just gotta like put yourself out there and look at jobs and just like apply.
That's awesome. Yeah, we need more women's in the locker room too. We need more women in the field. It's growing, but we still got a long way to go. That's awesome. Thank you. Soon you'll be up there with the Bruins.
Yeah, let's hope so.
All right, so we're gonna do a little thing called the starting 5 segment, which is basically every week or every episode we'll have a topic to like rank. I think last episode I thought we did movies, but now I remember we did fictional sport teams, and that was a really good one. But this week we're going to do top 5 like song artists. So what are your top 5 artists? It could be like solo, it could be bands, just anything.
My number 1 is probably like Missy Elliott. I love her. I love her music, and I'm also a gymnast, so part of my music has Missy Elliott in it. I like Benson Boone, especially Beautiful.
The guy from the Grammys.
Yeah,
that's the only time I've ever heard of him.
Yeah. Like my music is all like over the place. Like I mainly listen to music when I'm like working out, especially. Okay. Or like if I'm on like a long car ride, then I'll listen to music. But like in general, I don't like listen to music. But my other ones, I have like a lot of songs from Tyga in there with my workout music.
So a lot of like pop and kind of all that.
Yeah, like hip hop, like rap and stuff, and then like, and then I like Tate McRae.
Yes. Are you ready for her album?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm so excited. I love her.
And then my last one, I have a couple good songs from Taylor Swift. I'm not like a huge like Swiftie fan, but like I do like her music.
She does got some good songs.
Yeah, she does,
if you're not a Swiftie, there's still a few songs that you enjoy from her. Can't lie. Awesome. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say? Anything you want to get off your mind?
Not off the top of my head.
Thank you.
But yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. It was really nice talking to you. Hopefully you get to watch Dempsey in the Fleet jersey on the ice soon.
Yes, I hope so too. Thank you so much.
Before we continue, here's a word from ESPN.
Missing out on your favorite NHL games of the week? Sign up for a subscription to ESPN Plus, your number one spot to watch NHL hockey by visiting InsideTheRink.com/ESPN. And now we're back to 2 of us.
So, fantasy draft. Who are you picking this week, Kelsey?
I am picking Elena Mueller. I feel like this doesn't need a reason. I just my strategy for this is looking to see the teams who play the most. And from what I counted, I think it was actually Boston and Ottawa. So I just picked like one of those teams that has like the most games for the week. And I kind of just picked the player who's been like on fire recently. I know I don't even want to count last night's game because no one was on fire last night, like scoreboard wise. But I feel like Elena Mueller, she's got that little spark back. So I'm gonna pick her this week.
Good
I'm
strat.
happy
Good
to pick her.
strat. I like if you looked at Ottawa's last games, you'd be like, this is kind of a crazy pick. But I'm going my birthday twin. She's gonna come through for me. Danielle Serdachny, the Edmonton native. I just know she's gonna have her breakthrough game tomorrow afternoon in Edmonton. Like, come on,
I'm excited
write
for
a
that
better
one.
script. It's gonna
We'll
happen.
update this.
It's gonna happen.
I'll crunch the numbers on this after for next week's episode. Yeah, I didn't even know who won for the last episode, but I wasn't really gonna count it because of our whole month break. But we're still tied 0-0 right now.
Yeah, we'll just say we're tied. Call it
We're
even.
tied. I don't really think there's a point system. I think it's just for fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll think of something to keep track of, and then like by the summer, like like you win, and then
We'll
think of
we'll
like,
maybe look into it at a later date.
yeah, we'll look into a way to make it more competitive.
It's a lot of math. I don't have the time or the math to do that.
I have the calculator, so I think I can manage. But yeah,
Still
those are our
frustrating.
little draft picks. Next we have our little. I don't know what we're really gonna call this. I'm just gonna call it. I feel like it makes the most sense, like starting 5, because we're ranking 5 things, and it has something to do with hockey. I don't know if there's a better name that you can think of. Let me know, Alicia.
I don't think so. I
But
think
yeah.
that's good.
Our starting 5 segment. Last one was really fun. I don't think I ever enjoyed something as much as that one. That one was so fun. Fictional sport teams. That was a blast. But this week we have song artists. I'll kick it off. My number 1 and number 2, honestly, my number 1 is probably my all-time favorite, but my number 2 is probably my current favorite. So it was really hard for me to pick because I have a little hyperfixation right now. But I'm gonna keep it as is. My number 1 is Brett Young. I've liked him ever since I was like probably like in middle school. Like I was always listening to music in middle school, and I recently saw him in concert this past summer last year, and I got one of his guitar picks. So that kind of like solidified it for me. I don't know. I feel like no one really knows who he is because every time I bring it up, they're like, "Huh? Who?" But please tell me someone knows him. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
No. R.I.P.
Respectfully,
Who's your
Kelsey, I
number
don't
1?
like anyone on your list.
Oh, my list has a theme. It's a very strong theme.
Yeah, not a fan. Kelsey and
Well,
I clearly
I
have
don't-
very different music taste.
I'm not a fan of your list either, by the way.
Oh, brutal.
I'm only saying that because you don't like mine. I'm kidding. But who's your number 1? I can see it, but
Yeah. My number 1 is my bestie, Noah Kahan. I love Noah Kahan. I love his music. I've loved it for a long time. And his most recent album slaps. So do all his other albums. He can't write a song that isn't a banger. And I also got to see him in concert last April. And I have a tattoo of one of his song lyrics, which I'm going to show if you're watching, just because.
we're showing a lot today. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, we are. Sorry, I have to take off
Like
my
show and tell.
show and tell. It's probably going to be backwards, and you probably can't read it. But it
I
says,
can't read it. Hold on.
"Give yourself a reason" from the song "Call Your Mom" by Noah Kahan.
Oh, that's your favorite. I do know 2 of his songs. That's it. Just 2.
Just such a great person. He donates a lot of money towards mental health initiatives, which are close to my heart. And I would say that his song didn't maybe save my life, but helped me pick me up in a rough spot.
Fun fact: Brett Young sang one of his songs at his concert. Fun fact.
Mhm.
It was the one
Probably
about
because
the
he doesn't
sticks.
have enough good songs of his own.
Okay, you don't even know him. You don't know him like
Burn,
that.
burn, burn.
At least he doesn't have a song about sticks.
Okay, that song slaps, Kelsey. Don't even lie.
I know it did. It was a good song. It was such a. I wish in the moment that I knew the song because everyone singing it was having like the best time, and I felt so left out. I was like, "'Cause I didn't know the song." I
Also,
was like,
he's from New England, Kelsey. Like, come on, he's from
I know,
Vermont.
and
Like,
he's
do
been to
better.
Fenway too. I know. I'll listen to him some more. I'll do that. I feel like
His
I have
live
to.
from Fenway album's really good.
I knew he went to Fenway and all that. I didn't know I knew he was from New England, but not like Vermont. I thought he was like in Maine. I don't know why.
I'm pretty sure he's from Vermont.
I'll take your word for it. My number 2 is actually a banger, and I think it's really surprising. I think it's a hot take that you don't like her, but
No,
my
I
girl
don't. I
Tay
think it's a cold
McRae.
take.
Nope, Tay McRae. I can't. Hannah on the interview, and she was talking about it too. That was one of her answers. And Haley will back me up on this. Amisha, maybe she likes a few of her songs, but yeah, her album comes out on next Friday, a week after my birthday, a little late birthday gift, and I am so excited. Her new single, Sports Car, I could listen to it for the rest of my life and not get bored of it. Not single, but you know what I mean. I don't know music like that. Part of her album. It was one of the early releases of her album. I don't know what it's called. I don't know music like that.
A single.
No,
It's a single.
but is it a single? It's a single? Okay.
Pretty sure it's a single.
Well, she has an album, and then she like released like 3 songs from it already. So I don't know if
think
that'd be
it's
a
a single.
Anyway, I don't know. It all confuses me, but that song is a banger. And honestly, when I pass along, I want that at my funeral. I don't want no set. I want Tay McRae blasting on the speakers. I'm gonna put that in my will.
Hopefully, I'm not there.
Wow, crazy.
With likelihood, I'll probably be dead first. Like,
yeah, you're gonna get the plague again.
Yeah, for real. Respectfully, I don't understand how people like that kind of music. Like, I find it really annoying.
That kind? What do you mean?
Like, she's coming to Ottawa, and I looked at the ticket prices, and I'm like, people are paying to see this?
I'm gonna pay her tickets at TED Garden are like $200, and I will pay that. I just want to see her once.
It's not for me. It's not for me. I don't.
That's fair.
I don't get it.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna get a lot of slack. I'm gonna get a lot of heat for one of my answers.
You probably will, especially from Haley. She's probably gonna be like, "What?"
My number 2 has kind of risen up in my ranks. Gracie Abrams.
No idea who this is.
She is more of a smaller artist, so she's getting more popularity right now because she opened for Taylor Swift.
I kind of figured.
I got to see, she was my opening act when I saw Taylor Swift. But I love Gracie. I find a lot of her music really relatable. I think she has an amazing voice. And yeah, she's number 2 for me right now. I wouldn't be surprised if number 2 gets overtaken in the future, and that's usually how it goes. Right now, my consistent number 1 has been Noah Kahan. He can't be overtaken. But number 2 right now is Gracie Abrams.
Yeah, I feel like I'm so bad when it comes to like ranking things because there are times where I forget. Like you can see me right now, like literally adding to my list.
She's literally changing her answer right now.
Because I feel like when I think about it, I overthink it, and I'm like, oh my god, like how many songs do I know? Like I overthink it, so I do change my mind a lot. But I think I'm happy with my list. You're changing yours too.
No, it just wasn't spelled properly. It was bothering me.
No, hey. All right. Anyways, we're fighting on the Google Doc right now.
No.
Anyways, that's what spelling correct is saying. Anyways, my number 3 is Scotty McCreery, another country artist who I have seen last summer. I can't remember. I was actually no, not summer. Crazy. Fall. I went there in November, very far away from summer. I went there in November, and it was an amazing show. Like he was moving around the entire time. He was very like. There was a group of good girls in front of us who had they were probably his biggest fans. I swear, at least at that concert, and he kept giving them attention. I I don't know, like throwing like heart hands at them or something. I don't know. He was really nice, and he just has his music's good. Like I don't know. I know like his like newer stuff, but like his older stuff's not too bad too. So he's probably my third favorite artist. I will go see him again. He's one of those people who, if he comes near New Hampshire, I have to go see him. So he's gonna be one of those.
My number 3 is Miss Taylor Swift. Which sometimes I hate myself for saying this because people either love it or hate it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't consider myself a Swiftie. Like,
No?
I've seen her in concert and I listen to her music. But like a Swiftie to me, like Swifties love to defend Taylor Swift even if she does something wrong. And like that's what I consider a Swiftie. And like if I saw Taylor Swift on the street, I probably would the biggest thing I would do is maybe wave. Like I wouldn't want to bother her or anything, which a Swiftie I feel like they bother her.
Probably.
Yeah, I went and saw the Eras tour in November and it was awesome.
What's your favorite song?
Ooh. Right now, typically it changes.
Right now.
I think my favorite Taylor Swift song right now would have to be This Is Me Trying from Folklore.
No idea.
I relate to so many of her songs after something I went through a couple years ago. And if they were about women instead of men, I'd relate even more.
Just change up the words. Just change it up a little
like
bit.
if they were just like if Taylor Swift was a lesbian like myself, I'd relate so much more. But generally I relate to almost every single song, it feels like. So for me, listening to her music is more like therapy than anything else. Like some of her I don't love all her songs. I think her recent album is bad. Like I will say stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But generally, yeah. This Is Me Trying's a good one. I'm also a big fan of song Clean right now. And yeah, if you know, you know.
I know more popular ones, that's about it.
Okay, Kelsey, number 4.
Alright, so my number 4 has a little bit of a tie. Hate to admit it. But Cole Swindell and Kane Brown are a little bit of a tie. I'm literally seeing Kane Brown in May. So that's gonna be fun. But I don't know, they just both have like really unique voices, and I don't know. Another more country artist. I feel like that's most of my list. I don't know. I mean, I was like a pop phase like for like these past few months, but I now am recently getting back into like my little country phase, and yeah, so that'd probably be my 4th choice. Both of them.
For me, number 4, gotta go Mr. Hosier. Hosier, like chef's kiss. His voice is like, I can't even explain it. It's like, I don't even know. Like, I'm not a religious person, but like, take me to church, Hosier.
That's the only song I know from him.
Just an amazing voice. I feel like the way that he talks about women is like a very like queer woman coded. So a lot of queer women like Hosier.
Love that.
Like when
I'm noticing a tone with your little.
Like when my time comes around, lay me in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her.
That is very queer-like.
See? I think I might have messed up that lyric, so don't come for me.
I know, you're about to put on a whole performance.
I know. I'm not singing. I tried singing Happy Birthday and that was pathetic.
Maybe we'll do karaoke. We'll just do karaoke one episode.
Kelsey, what's your number 5?
We'll do freestyle. Alright, so my number 5 changed again.
Oh my god. She literally just changed it again.
James Arthur. He was a little bit of a surprise for me. I always grew up listening to that one song of his, that like the one popular one. And then over the past few months, I've literally just been like listening to all of his albums, like all of his songs, and just like repeating them over and over again. I don't know. I think he's coming around like Boston at some point, and I might have to get tickets. But I don't know. The only country artist not on my list aside from Tate McRae. But yeah, James Guthrie, he's got, I don't know. I want to say he's underrated because I feel like he gets the hype that he deserves, but I don't know. He's worth more than just that one popular song. When I hear about his popular songs, I always hear "Say You Won't Let Go," but he has so many good ones. Do you know who this is at least?
I just looked and I do know a couple of his songs. So I'll give
Okay,
you that.
good. I love his music.
My number 5, my first ever favorite music artist.
13-year-old coded, by the way. 13-year-old boy coded. Maybe 9-year-old
Boy, you don't have to be a boy.
I'm just saying,
I was
like,
not a
the little
boy. I was in my girly pop era.
middle school boy. Girly pop?
No, middle school emo.
Okay, fine. Yeah, middle school emo. Yeah.
Which I wasn't even really like emo.
My brothers
But, like-
listened to this. One of my brothers listened to this in middle school. That's why I'm saying, like, middle school boy.
No. I carried it with me into high school. And I carry it with me today. I have one of
Dude,
their
that
vinyls on my wall.
Oh, I believe it.
My first ever favorite musical artists, 21 Pilots. I started liking them in grade 7.
Middle school.
And then kept going. It kept going. I
It
saw
just
them my
stuck.
first ever concert in grade 10.
Really?
Yeah, I
was
saw
your
them. That's
first?
my first ever concert. I've been to 3 concerts in my life. And yeah, I've seen 21 Pilots, Noah Kahan, and Taylor Swift. Quite a lineup.
Right?
But yeah, I haven't really listened to their new album, 21 Pilots, but I still love their music. I wouldn't really say I listen to it too much anymore, but you know, if I'm ever feeling like I want to dip into that middle school, high school emo phase, I'll pull it out.
I do have an honorable mention for this one. Fall Universe and Fall Out Boy. They
Ooh,
almost
Fall
made
Out
my
Boy
list.
was a good one.
Yes.
That was definitely in my like emo.
It'd probably be number 7 for me. I don't know who would be number 6, but I'd say it'd be 7. But yeah, they're my honorable mention.
That's your honorable mention?
Yep. My HM.
Oh my god, I can't believe. Okay, I have honorable mentions because I can't believe I forgot these people. I'm giving some honorable mentions to Chapel Roan. I don't know how I forgot about Chapel Roan. I don't think she's in my top 5, but I love her. And then also, there's another one. I'm forgetting. I also like the Arkells, which is a Canadian band.
Amisha loves the Arkells. That's fine.
They're really good. And then I'm a big Ben Platt fan. I have one of his album CDs signed.
Don't know who that is.
Imagine Dragons always hits.
Oh, yeah. I want to go see them at some point.
I listen to a lot of music, but like, yeah, generally my top 5.
Yeah. This is a hard one, honestly. And I'm the one who picked it.
I know. I would say after Hosier, it gets a little foggy. Like, beyond
Yeah.
4, I feel like I like so much that I couldn't really pick a 5.
You want to put
but
them
I
all
put
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I put 21 Pilots just because, you know, at one point they were my number 1.
Hopefully next week's topic isn't as crazy. It doesn't take as much brain
Blame
power.
Kelsea. She made something that was really hard to pick.
Okay. If you guys have anything you guys want us to rank, though, like, let us know. We have a short list that will go down as time goes by, but let us know what you want us to do a little ranking on.
Anyways, that wraps up this episode of the Wicked Alert podcast. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Don't forget to follow us on social media to stay up to date with the latest news and episodes. Find out if I get taken out by another plague. We also been doing we did a giveaway recently, and yeah, if you're missing something, it's probably because you don't follow us on social media, so make sure you do that.
And some first period live tweeting.
Oh, and yeah, we're live tweeting if Kelsea actually remembers to do it. I don't live tweet because I'm bad at it.
Clearly, I'm not the best either.
You can also get our merch in the shop. And hey,
Enthusiasm. Yeah.
if you loved what you heard, be sure to like and subscribe to the podcast. It really helps us out. You can also, did I already mention the merch? I can't remember. Get our merch.
Just
get the merch. Link in the description. Buy the merch. You want to be walking around town and someone be like, "Where'd you get that sweater?" The Wicked Alert podcast shop, obviously. As always, I'm Alicia.
And I'm Kelsey. And we'll catch you next time. Stay wicked, hockey fans.